Hello, Taurus. Your card for today, I am doing a video just for you for the month of April. And this is going to be resonating through April, May, and June. The card that comes up for you today is, in fact, about you finally setting boundaries. This card can definitely indicate a lot of different opportunities for you. However, these opportunities can only get through or penetrate through these boundaries that you have if in fact they are meant for you. Some of these boundaries that you've put up can block out not only the negative things, but depending on how you put your boundaries or place them, it can also keep out the good things. Now, the card that I pulled for you today, in fact, is boundaries. With boundaries, as I'll read, it says, I claim my right to set healthy boundaries, and I allow others to do the same. Sometimes personal space is taken, sometimes it's given. And sometimes, if you're on the subway, it's completely discarded and shamelessly invaded. I guess it depends on the day. So in other words, what it's saying is, depending on where you are, using your boundaries may come in very handy. They may apply and be very good for you, or good to keep the people at distance around you. At the same time, you are being encouraged to claim your right to set healthy boundaries, okay, and allow others to do the same. For some of us, we don't like when other people set their boundaries. It makes us feel a certain kind of way. But what I want to share with you, in fact, is taking that time to decide where the lines get drawn, to decide where the boundaries should be set. There's certain things in your life that you're configuring or trying to understand where the boundaries are needed. For some of you, you may have a very, very hard time understanding that you have the right to say no. You have the right to not have to give an explanation. You have the right to do as what makes you feel good, safe, secure. Now, again, where these boundaries are concerned, for some of you, these boundaries in a relationship, somebody is definitely taking advantage of you. Somebody in this situation may have even had to step back or step away, or maybe you discarded someone. For some of you, maybe you were discarded, I understand. But these boundaries that were set were definitely made to happen, excuse me, for a reason. And the reason they were made to happen is because you've allowed somebody in a space of your own that took control of it or abused that situation, that space that you gave them, that place in your heart that you invited them. Somebody took something for granted here. Somebody did not respect you in the mannerism of where things need to be set. I'm hearing, okay, so I'm hearing that this break that's much needed in between this relationship or this past relationship is something that's going to set you free, only because of the Four of Swords that comes up in my Witch's Tarot. You know, the Four of Swords is taking a rest before the next job, situation, relationship. It's a much needed break, kind of to rejuvenate yourself. For some of you, these boundaries that are set here are very important for you, so that you can then move forward. For a lot of you, somebody crossing your boundaries could have caused you or caused something to feel just not good. Somebody may be or may have been very significant to you in your life, but disappointed you. Maybe your expectations for that person, they were unable to meet. But at the same time, these boundaries that you have set in place, either for friends, family, relationships, bosses, co-workers, even strangers living next door, when somebody tends to violate your space, violate your boundaries, so to speak, it tends to put you off into a different element. It tends to make you feel saddened or depressed. It also makes you feel violated. For some of you, meditation is the only way that you're able to move forward or to get through a certain situation. For some of you, there has to be a challenge that you're going to face very soon. Therefore, this much needed rest is why the Four of Swords came up. It is trying to tell you to slow down a little bit. Take a break if you can. Find a way to go out, exercise, walk around, get rid of that anxiety or those feelings that you have. For some of you, you are borderline depression, allowing something to take control of you or something to sadden you. Don't allow disappointments to be a setback for you. However, try to turn them around to become a setup. Again, this Four of Swords talks about how you're thinking about everything that's happened throughout the day or throughout the situation or throughout that relationship. For some of you, you're separating the pros and the cons to being with this particular person. For some of you, you've gotten to the point where the good is not outweighing the bad anymore. For some of you, which is why you needed to set your boundaries, so to speak, because of the fact that someone else did not. Someone else did not feel that it was necessary to set boundaries. Someone else may have chosen to follow temptation and to cheat. Somebody may have felt it was okay to get involved in a third-party situation and allow something to mess up. Now, for some of you, there is no third-party situation. For some of you, this is just you and this other person not being able to respect each other's boundaries. For some of you, you're getting jealous or upset because someone has to work or they have things to do or they spend time with friends or they go out and do different things, and you're feeling as if this means that they don't want to be with you. You're feeling as if this means that you're not important. It doesn't mean that at all. What it means is it's the beginning of the relationship right now. And they're still taking time out, which is okay, to be with their friends and for you to be with yours. Right now, it's okay to not be upset or feel bad because somebody put boundaries up, maybe that you need to abide by. Maybe somebody doesn't want you calling 20 times a day or doesn't want you sending 100 text messages. Maybe they're not used to that. Maybe for you, you're needing to do that. Maybe that just makes you feel more secure, like you're controlling a situation. But the truth is, you can't control anything but what you do. There's a lot of energy here, too, around you guys that's definitely wanting to just kind of step back from it all. For some of you, you may decide that you just, you know what, you just want to be single right now. You might not be wanting to get out and date right now because what you've already been through may have been just truly exhausting. Maybe you're just needing a break to try to find out who you are again. And that's what it really feels like. It feels like you may be needing a break to really figure out just in fact who you are. What things that you can do in order to rebuild what you used to do, where you used to be, the people you used to hang out with, doing the things that you love to do. For some of you, you've either been working an extreme amount of overtime and you've exhausted yourself. For some of you, you're running to work, you're taking care of a family member, and then you're going home and trying to do it all again the next day. Not to mention maintaining your own home. Some of you, it may be with children, trying to run what you need to do, go to work and do your job, get them to their activities, get them to their dance rehearsals, get them to their activities with baseball, football, whatever they're doing. Trying to get them home, get their homework done, get them ready for bed, get their clothes ready for the morning, get your things ready, get that letter printed out, get that meeting set up, whatever it is that you're trying to do, not to mention set up doctor's appointments and things of that nature. For some of you, it is a much needed rest or break that you're wanting. For some of you, you may be sending the kids to school and taking the day off for yourself just so you can take a nap. There's definitely a lot of energy here. There's definitely something going on that is in much need of you to be able to just retire, relax, and rest. For some of you, this broken heart that you're going through is going to heal over time. It may feel like right now it's never going to heal. It's never going to feel okay. I'm never going to get used to being without them. But the truth of the matter is, you certainly will, and you already are. And things are about to change for you dramatically. There's also a light coming in to shine down and protect over you and cover over you. Saint Michael is also here during this reading to help to send you extra energy and extra protection, to give you the strength that you need in order to move forward. Once you take this much needed rest or nap, you will revive greatly and feel so expressionable and be so patient and kind that the old you will start shining back out again. So no worries that you were lost in the shuffle. No worries that things won't go back to the way they used to be in such a good way. For some of you, this is about making plans to go and visit family or friends at a distance. This is a much needed vacation that is coming your way. For some of you, this card is in fact about a trip or some travel that is going to benefit you greatly. It's also going to be a reminder of who you are, who you genuinely were born to be. And it also will remind you of the life that you lived prior to this situation, prior to any problems or issues. So be patient, my friends. Enjoy what is around you. Take that much needed rest. If it's during the day and every day you're starting to feel a little down or tired around 2 or 3, then know that it's okay to go close your eyes for a half an hour, 20 minutes even, anything that will help you to juice yourself back up, to refresh yourself, to revive yourself, because all of the blessings are being set up for you now. The boundaries that you've put in place are going to benefit you greatly, and respect the boundaries that anyone else puts in their place, because they need them greatly as well. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. I hope you enjoyed your video.